Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Absolute integrated mind is absolute happiness. When our mind is disintegrated in terms of three parameters: time, place, and object, either we are running away from the present in terms of time, the past memory violence, or trying to solve the non-existing problems of the future. This is how the mind runs in time. And in that running mind, we try to achieve bliss and we end up getting or collecting blisters. Now the second parameter where our mind runs is the places. See, when I came here, Babaji was showing me, this is this, this is this. Do you think my mind is here in P? Oh, in Durban it is like that. Oh, Pretoria it is like that. I think in London also I saw like that. Then Switzerland. Our mind never remains where we are. See? Such a mind is a disintegrated mind. Then the third thing, the objects. We see an object or we see a person, and that person or the object takes us away from the present one with whom we are interacting. So in this manner, the mind starts comparing with the things, running in the balance of the past or the future, and never staying in one place. Such a mind is a most disintegrated mind. And this disintegration of the mind is called as an experience of misery. See? Now those people who are depressed and those people who are dispassionate, see, in both the cases, a person who is depressed, he is withdrawn from the world. He is in his own shell. And a person who is dispassionate, he is also withdrawn from the world. But there is a difference in quality. See, the quality of a person who has attained dispassion is a creative one, and the quality of a person who is in depression is the self-destruction. See, friends. Therefore, when we talk about spirituality to be awakened in our life, we have to be very clear about it. Once I was invited in a university in India, BITS Pilani, Birla Institute of Technology and Science. It is one of the topmost universities in the whole world. So I go there on a regular basis as a visiting faculty. And once the topic was given that religion, philosophy and spirituality. 3 days I have bluffed on these three topics. And then the conclusion. What is the conclusion we have drawn? So our conclusion came, there is no God in religion, there is no wisdom in philosophy. See, where God and philosophy simultaneously exist is called as spirituality. See, friends, God, if he is really involved in religion, there will not be discord on account of the religions. If philosophy is present in, if the wisdom is present in the philosophers will not be miserable. See, friends. Therefore, when we talk of spirituality, we are not talking about a particular religion, a particular faith. Like when we talk about, let us take physics. Do we attribute physics to a particular person? Who is the author of physics? Nobody. And everybody. Everybody has the freedom to contribute. See, in the same manner, on the spiritual path, all the barriers which are creating the separateness in the society, they are conquered, and our attention goes on the foundation of the spirituality called as is our mind, so is our quality of life. See, if the mind is confused, our life is confused. If the mind is angry, we are angry. If the mind is constantly reacting, we keep on reacting. See, friends. Therefore, when we want to bring the spirituality in our day-to-day life, the first step is we have to start focusing attention on ourselves. We have to be self-oriented and not selfish. There is a difference, isn't it? When we are selfish, we are living for the self, even at the cost of others. That is being selfish. And when we are self-oriented, all the limitations of the limited personality are dissolved, and we are allowing the dormant divinity in every one of us to manifest through every action, through every word, through every thought. When this dormant divinity in every one of us is allowed to be manifested, then we are self-oriented. But when we are suppressing our own divinity because we are overpowered by the conditioning through which we are functioning. See, friends. Therefore, bringing spirituality in our life and business means we have to be integrated first. If I have peanuts in my pockets, I cannot distribute cashew nuts unless I have discovered the bliss that I am. I cannot distribute happiness to others. Therefore, the first step we will take, are we at home with ourselves or not? A person who is at peace with himself or herself alone can remain at peace with everyone around. If we are not at peace with ourselves, we are at war. See? And what is the war that is going on? The war of two components of our personality. One component of our personality is knowledge. The second component of our personality is dynamism or action. We are made up of these two energies, two channels. The channel of knowledge and the channel of action. Now, the knowledge-wise, we are all wise. And action-wise, we are all otherwise. See how we are wise knowledge-wise. Now, who of us does not know if I am a father? Now, what is my duty towards my children? Which father doesn't know? Everybody knows. If I am a wife, what is my duty towards my husband? Which wife will not know? If I am a teacher, what is my duty towards my students? Which teacher will not know? If I am a politician, what is my duty towards my people? Which politician doesn't know? So as regards knowledge is concerned, we are not short of. That is the reason we can give advice to others free. Because you are all full of knowledge. And the knowledge is bubbling and coming out. Whether somebody asks or not, we are ready to give the knowledge. Because knowledge wise, we are all well equipped. But then the problem comes. The problem is like this. I am a smuggler. This is just an example. Okay, I am not. I am a smuggler and I am doing a lot of, wrong business. And I want to have an accountant. What type of accountant I am searching? Who should be honest? So as regards my business is concerned, I am practicing all the dishonest practices. But when I want an employee who will work for me, he should be honest. That means as regards honesty is concerned, we have respect and value. But that honesty should be in others, not in me, because I am already a perfect. See, friends, therefore, what is the war which we all are facing every day in our life? This war is not outside. This war is inside. And wherever there is war going on, there is no peace. And that is why we are so disturbed in our life. And when we are so disturbed in our life, so we have to go to sleep, we have to take the pills or we have to take the drinks. Then only we go to sleep. Even the freedom of going to sleep is not there. Now what is the reason? The war which is broken inside. See, friends. So how do we get out of this situation? First is becoming aware of this phenomena, that these two potentialities that we have, potentiality of knowledge and potentiality of action, both of them begin from us. See? Now any point you take, from the same point, if there are two lines coming out, can those two lines be parallel? Cannot be. See, if you take just 1 point, and from that 1 point take out two lines, they cannot be parallel. There has to be some angle, is it not? In the same manner, at the point of our personality, we are integrated. Now our personality, when it is integrated as in deep sleep experience, we are the best. At peace with ourselves, absolutely happy and not disturbing anybody. I went to somebody's house for food. And I asked that lady, I said, Amma, where is your son? I want to talk to him. Swami is sleeping. So I went to his cradle and he was sleeping so cute. I said, hey, I can't hold now. I have to hold him and kiss him. He's so cute. She came and pulled me back. Swamiji, he is cute only when he is sleeping. The moment he is awake, he will take the whole house on his head. We won't be able to even take food. Please don't. See, friends, when we are in deep sleep, we are the most integrated one. We are the most beautiful one. And we are most happy, at peace with ourselves and at peace with the whole world. Everybody's experience. It doesn't matter what you are. See, whether rich or poor, South African or the American, it makes no difference. All of us have the same experience. We are fully integrated in our deep sleep experience. Now, this integrated me starts manifesting when these two potentialities start unfolding. So these two potentialities of knowledge and action, they become unfolded. Now because both the potentialities are starting from one point, the eye, they cannot go parallel. There will be an angle, is it not? Now be very attentive. From the point where from these two potentialities have started unfolding, as we go away from the point, the angle starts widening. See, here if the distance between the 2 points is, let us say, 1 inch, as we go away from the point, the distance starts widening, is it not? So what is the meaning of widening the distance between the potentiality of knowledge and potentiality of action? The meaning is our knowledge is not reflected in our actions, and our actions do not represent our knowledge. See? And this is happening with us every day. Our knowledge is anger is bad. Who doesn't know this? Everyone knows. But then every moment we become angry. And when we become angry, under that, it is like an attack. And when we become angry, and such things happen under the influence of the anger, that we are ourselves surprised. I never knew that I will hit that child so much in my anger, but when I hit, his head was separated from the body. I don't know how it happened. Because anger can do anything in life. Now, after that anger has happened, and we have done something wrong, now go back to the mind. What happens to the mind? Regrets, frustration. Oh God, why did I do that? This is called as disintegration of the personality. See friends, all spiritual life is integrating this instrument through which we are coming in contact with the world. See, the other day I was in Durban and I was doing something, cooking. I like cooking for myself, not for the public. Let it be very clear. Otherwise, Swami is good, you are here, now you can cook for us. No. So, when I was cooking, I took some instrument in the kitchen and I told my host, I said, hey, you have got very nice instruments. For everything, the perfect thing is there. She said, Swamiji, when the instruments are perfect, your performance is better. She said it casually, but it is the highest wisdom. Which is the instrument with which we come in contact with the world? The mind. See? And if the mind is depressed, dejected, everywhere there is such a beautiful, everybody is happy, but our mind is dejected. One day it happened. I went with one of my friend. His friend died. That time I was young and my friend was very old. So his friend died. He said, Swamiji, we have to go, please come. I went because we are fit to go anywhere. When somebody is born, we go. When somebody dies, we go. When somebody doesn't die, we go. Fit for every kind of job. So we went there. After I went there, dead body was lying there. I was sitting there with a serious face. You have to do acting properly. You can't laugh there. So I was sitting, and then my friend told me, Swamiji, speak something, spirituality, Gita. I said, he won't listen. You don't want to listen. So to whom I will talk? I know myself. So I said, just sit 5 minutes with a serious face and we get out. Okay, don't make a mess of your life. We sat there as if, the worst thing has happened. Actually, when anybody dies, everybody is happy, but they have to show that miserable. I did that. And when we are going out, we went to the next thing. I had to go and attend birthday party of a teenage girl. So they were all waiting. And when I went, they put, that cap on my head and all kinds of balloons and all that. And our Santa Claus Swamiji has come. And happy birthday. The great fun was going on. And my friend, in that cheerful and lovely atmosphere, sitting like this. So I asked him, hey, what's wrong with you? Why don't you laugh? People are dying and you are celebrating birthdays. See, we must have that wisdom. See, we have no business in destroying somebody's happiness. If you are miserable, go to the bathroom and finish your all crying. But when you come out of the bathroom, your makeup is incomplete unless you wear a smile. See, friends, that is important. And this can happen only when we know that we come in contact with the world through an instrument called as the mind. And that mind must be under our control. Not we are overpowered by the mind. See, somewhere it happened, there was one very rich man, his son came on a motorcycle, huge motorcycle. And that boy who was riding the bicycle was just like, a thin one, So when he must be riding on the motorcycle, like a flag he must be flying behind him. That kind of boy. He came and he parked his motorcycle little away and came inside. Immediately another car came. So the motorcycle has to be removed. So he told his servant, hey, go and remove the motorcycle aside. It was not locked. Now this servant, who is a huge structure, but he doesn't know anything how to handle a motorcycle. For him, pushing that motorcycle from the place to little bit aside was such a torture, and he suffered, he fell down, the motorcycle on him. See, that one thin fellow could control such a huge motorcycle, and his hefty fellow could not push it one side. See, exactly this is what happens. Mind is the same. Some of us are able to control the mind and ride on the mind. And some of us are becoming the donkeys for the mind, that the mind rides on us. And then we say, hey, why don't you study dear? Exams are coming. I don't have mood. Should the mood rule us? Or the mind should be available to us? Just imagine, for the sake of imagination. You are riding a car and you are going in a very high speed and you are required to stop the car. So what we will do, we will apply the brake. But our car's brake is such jolly good brake that when you apply, it gets applied after half an hour. What will happen? Accident guaranteed. In the same manner, our mind, when we want it to stop, it doesn't. When we want it to start, it doesn't. So we have both the starting trouble and the stopping trouble. See, friends. Therefore, this mind is the instrument through which we are functioning in this world, and keeping the mind under control and well tamed by whatever it is achieved is called as the spiritual practice. Now with this particular mind, which is perfectly available to us, this mind can be applied in the material world. The same mind is applied in the spiritual path. The same mind is applied in your family relations, because your instrument is perfect. See, friends. And then how do we make this instrument perfect? So the first step, this angle I told you, The first step is we have to recognize this principle that we must honor our own knowledge in our own life. First step. And our knowledge is, for example, we go to various kinds of spiritual retreats and all that, and then there we hear from the teacher, you should start your day early in the morning and then do little exercise, do meditation, your day will be wonderful. We hear that. And then we get inspired. Okay, from tomorrow I am going to start my day early in the morning. I will get up 4 o'clock. Next day, 4 o'clock. Your sleep is out. But coming out of the bed is the most tragic experience. And then while lying down itself, we start thinking, the mind, we start thinking, I am now 70. I never woke up early in the morning in my whole life. What difference it makes? Unless early, listening to one Swami and getting up on work, forget about it, and we sleep. And again, as usual, we get up at 10 o'clock. And when we get up at 10 o'clock, oh God, today also I did not wake up, I don't know. Net result, slowly develop this faculty. You decide something and don't do that. Decide something and don't do that. Do it half a dozen times. You will come to a conclusion that I can do nothing in life. That is what is called as lack of self-confidence. See? Why we lack this confidence? Because of our own history. See, there was one student, just before the examination, he had some kind of food poisoning or whatever, and he was admitted in the hospital, and so he has to miss the exam. Naturally, exam time has gone, so next, after 6 months, the second examination is there. So he was to appear. Very good student, well read and very nice, everything is good about him. And that student, when appearing for the next examination, there was no problem of any kind of food poisoning or a loose motion, nothing observed. The moment the examination time came, again all those symptoms started manifesting in him. He has to be admitted in the hospital, second examination gone. Twice it happened. Thereafter he took 4 chances. Never could appear in the examination. Because the mind has developed that. This is what is called as lack of self-confidence. So, when the knowledge tells here at the beginning, this is just an example, get up early in the morning and start your day. This is what we have learned in our whole life. Early to bed and early to rise is the way to be healthy, wealthy and wise. How many of us retire early? And how many of us begin early? And therefore we are otherwise. See, friends? So, we have decided to wake up in the morning and start our day. We did not. One day we did it. Second day we did the same thing. Third day, it's not my bite. I am not an early riser. I am a nocturnal. I become more active at night. There are people, they say like that. I can work very effectively at night. Thieves. See, now this has happened, so we have increased the distance from the center to the point. Second event, third event, fourth event, fifth event, nth event. With every event wherein we have not respected our own knowledge in action, we have started going away from the center. When we go away from the center, we are at the periphery. You must have, sometime enjoyed the giant wheel. No? You have lost everything in your life. Try next time. I had done all that. Is a great fun. So once I went with some kids in India, This is Swamiji, we should go on the giant wheel. I said, come. So I was sitting and all of them sitting, 5, 7 of us. And when it goes up and when it comes down, oh, as if your stomach is being pulled inside like some big vacuum has happened. So we enjoyed that. Now when you are at the periphery, the effect of the movement is extremely uncomfortable and intensely felt, is it not? Now you start migrating from the periphery towards the center, and you come to that point around which the whole wheel is moving. What will be the experience in the center? That the wheel is moving, but I am unaffected by them. Is it not? Exactly. This is what is called as, let us be self-oriented so that we go towards the self. But when we are selfish, we go away from ourselves. And what is being selfish? Selfish is being trying to prove smarter than others as regards the achievements in the world are concerned. The latest your management buzzword is what? Don't work hard, work smart. See? And what is working smart? Deceive others and gain more. We don't want hard-working people. We want smart-working people. See, friends. Therefore, when we are trying to implement the spiritual practices in our day-to-day or the business life, this is what is meant is that do not compromise with the quality of the mind that is left behind after an action is done. Are we regretting after the action? Are we arrogant because of the success? Both. See? Like the ups and downs, both are uncomfortable. We have to be in a straight line. In the same manner, when we are succeeding in our life, whatever we are doing in our business, is it bringing the arrogance in our personality? Or sometimes if we have failed somewhere, is it bringing a depression and frustration in our personality? One person I met in Durban, Swamiji, I want to have personal meeting with you. Whenever anybody says personal meeting, it is nothing but frustration. So I am very much frustrated with these fellows. Now what they want? They want a touch method. What is the touch method? See, I am unsuccessful, so you come and touch my head and everything will change. Forget about it. Please understand, joy and sorrows, they come in our life as a result of our own actions. In this life or in the earlier life. But the success and the failure is not the result of our own actions in the past. Success and failure is how intelligently you interact with the world. See, we don't interact intelligently and then blame that poor God. That's why he's above the clouds. He never listens to us. Because everybody complains to him. So he knows these people are all complaint boxes. There is no point in talking to them. So when he came, Swamiji, I do meditation, I do japa, I do yoga, and I do everything. And yet I don't know, nobody likes me. I am just being pushed by everybody. And what this is happening? I said, I wish I could push you. Why this is happening? I said, look here. Whom do you like? The one who is cheerful, happy and creative. Not the one who is all the time depressed, dejected and goody. I tell you, these goody people are very dangerous. See? They have to be creative and effective. Only by being good is not enough. That goodness must be a creative goodness. See? Otherwise, this big rock is so good, it has not moved from its own place. What is the use of that goodness? Therefore, when we are dealing with our mind, we have to be extremely alert that our mind is fully integrated, and that integrated mind alone is available to us. You all must have done it in your life sometime or the other. Everybody gets the attacks of meditation. Many people ask us, Swamiji, please tell us meditation. One person, young boy, I was traveling by train and by local in Bombay. And he got into the train and told, Swamiji, do you deal in meditation? I said, yes, in wholesale. See, I want to learn meditation, but next station I am getting down. So you tell me quickly. Then I told him, when your station comes, you tell me, I'll tell you. So now my station has come already. I said, okay, from here, jump out and straight away go to a pharmacist, buy one drum of sleeping pills and empty that drum in you. This is called as chemical meditation. Go. Meditation. For us, what is meditation? Meditation is a collective silent suffering with a glorified name is called as meditation. See? We all sit for meditation. Sit down. And you must have seen many Mahatmas, they do like that. Switch off all the lights. I never switch off the lights anywhere. Even at night I am sleeping, I want the lights on. So they asked me, Swamiji, why you are not switching off the lights? Because when we went to that retreat, they all have switched off the lights. I said, I don't know, I don't like darkness. And is meditation something bad which to be done in the darkness? Why we should do it is in darkness? Then why those people are doing? I said, I don't know, but I can always imagine. I got big imagination. What could be the imagination? Because both the student and the teacher can go to sleep. And after the time is over, both of them are awakened from the sleep, not to the reality. See friends, that is not meditation. Meditation is when our mind is available to us whenever wanted, for whatever purpose, without complaints, for whatever length of time. That freedom is called as living in meditation. See friends. And to achieve this, where from we have to begin? We have to begin from here. We have to start respecting our own knowledge in day-to-day life. Suppose we give time to somebody. Okay, I'll come at 6 o'clock. And the other people return, you don't reach. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I overslept. No option. We have to respect our life. We have to respect what we have decided. See, now take this thing in every aspect. So when we thus start, let us take another thing. Suppose we have clearly understood that forgiveness is in our own interest. If we have really understood it, then forgiveness will start happening in life. We don't have to forgive anybody. See? Because we have understood the value of it. When it was said, "Oh Lord, forgive them, they know not what they are doing." Do you think that this dialogue was, by-hearted by that great master? It just happens. See, friends, if we are convinced of the knowledge, it will happen in life, in every action. So what is required is, this conviction has to be developed. Now, for example, once I went to some place on a hill station in India, And there was what you call a samadhi of a Sufi saint. Now my friend know that I am very much fond of seeing the Mahatmas and visiting the holy places. So they took me there. And when I was taken, Swami, this is the samadhi of such and such great master and all that. If there are some various miracles which has happened, so they showed me. So I went and put the flower and did namaskara and pradakshina, everything. Then they said that now the next person who is sitting in his place is so and he comes sometime here. I said, all right. And when we are going out, they said, he is the same person who is occupying his seat. They themselves told me. So I went and bent down and touched his feet. He is a married, grasta, businessman, everything. I am a sannyasi. Sannyasi is not supposed to touch the feet of the married people. It is against the code. So when I did this thing, my friends said, Swamiji, they pulled me down. I said, shut up. And then he told me, please come for a cup of tea. I said, okay. So he went by shortcut steps. I had to take my car, take a round around the hillock and go to his house. On the way in the car, they started asking me, Swamiji, I did not like you did namaskar to that man. I said, if you are jealous, I will do namaskar to you. If that is what you feel that I have not saluted, I have saluted you also. No, not that way. Then what way? He is just, an ordinary businessman. He is not a spiritual person. I said, look here. If you understood spirituality, you told me here is a dead body lying of a great master. To the dead body in that tomb, when I do namaskar, it is good. And to the living man, who is the living temple of God, in that living man I don't suspect divinity. This is what our knowledge is. Then I told him, remember one basic principle in life. When we respect somebody, the one who is respected is not benefited. The one who gives respect is benefited. See how simple the principle is. Once it happened in India. I was going to Badrinath, very high in the Himalayas, in a bus. There were 2-3 bus loads and we were all going. Halfway, we stopped for a break, cup of tea, bathroom, etc. And when I was standing there relaxing myself, very cold, so in the sun I was standing. So in India, when they see a sannyasi, they will come and do a namaskar, whether known or unknown. So one lady came and did namaskar, the second one came, third one came, and a huge queue immediately formed. So I had no choice, so I was standing there. There was one doctor, she was a college professor of radiology. She was also with us. She asked me, Swamiji, so many people are coming and saluting you. How do you feel? So I had a cup of tea in my hand. I said, Amma, please hold it. So she held it. Then the next lady or person who was doing namaskar, I said, stop. Say they stop. Then I did namaskar salutation to this doctor, touched her feet and did like this, and told those people, she is my mother. You should salute the mother or the son. Naturally the mother, is it not? When you salute the mother, you get double merit. Really? Yes. So the whole queue was diverted to her. And a cup of tea I took from her hand and went away. And she was nailed. Now she can't open it. And after all that was over, then she was there after me. So when she is coming, I'll go and sit the other bus. No, I won't leave you. You are nasty. Why did you do that? I said, Amma, you have asked me a question. How do I feel when unknown people come and pay respects? You have also received respects. Now how do you feel? You have a first-hand experience. No, I was feeling very awkward. See, friends, I said you go and ask those people. Therefore, the fundamental rule of life is when we respect anybody in this world, that body is not benefited. We are benefited. When this knowledge becomes mature in our life, we shall not disrespect anything or anybody in the world. See, friends. But when we don't respect, now take the other side. When I don't respect something, it is I who is hurt, not the one who is not respected. See, suppose I don't respect you. You don't care for my respect, but I will be bitter inside. See, friends, and when the bitterness overpowers, destruction begins. And when the respect and reverence overpowers, construction begins. And where are these things available? Are they available in the books, in the marketplace, in the things? No. These are the values which will integrate our personality. And then for such a person, there is no difference on account of the gender, on account of the religion, on account of the color, on account of the riches, on account of the health, on account of the nationality. For such a person, the whole world is manifestation of the same divine glory who is expressing through us. See, friends, such a person can never think of doing business by cheating others. Normally, business means the more we can cheat others, the more smart we are. That is not business. That is cheating. And as a result, you go on cheating. Initially, we feel bad because our conscience is biting. Subsequently, we keep on doing it again and again and again. Then we become accustomed to. And then nights we don't get sleep. There is a jeweler, my friend, very old. He retired from his shop, handed over his shop to his two sons. So I was also there. We are having some nice function. He told me, Swami, now I had decided to retire. I had done sufficiently. I spent now time with the Lord. So chanting the name, doing meditation, etc. So I handed over business to them. I said, very good, you are the wisest man. Then the children asked, Papa, tell us some thumb rule which you have followed in your life. We will like to follow that. And the father told his sons, two sons, I was there. My dear sons, you asked me, therefore I am telling. I am not telling from my side. Agreed? Yes. Then he said, you are leading a good spiritual life if you have good hunger without taking the appetizers, and when you come home, take your food and hit the pillow, and in no time you are able to get good sleep. You have lived a good day. Friends, sleep and hunger, these are the parameters of a healthy mind. For us, hunger is a problem, sleep is a super problem. Because the life is not lived as an integrated personality. In this manner, when we start digging in our own mind, these things you will not get in any book. We have to discover. Therefore, on a spiritual path, don't ask questions to others, but discover answers in your own mind. See, friends, two persons go to the same altar. One goes with respect and reverence. And that altar is either made of wood or stone or a statue or whatever it is. Altar is just a dead thing, just standing there. A person who goes with respect and reverence, he feels the joy and experience of being fulfilled. The other one goes to the same place, same altar, without respect and reverence, But a hatred, he is disturbed, not the altar. See, friends. Therefore, when we want to bring spirituality in our day-to-day life as well as business, while doing any job, before doing any job, and after a job is done, our attention has to be on the quality of the mind with which we begin. When we have gone through what was the quality of the mind, when we conclude what is the balance. In and through all these three stages, before, during and after the action, mind has to remain like a catalytic agent which speeds up all the process but remains untouched by the process. See, man, if this starts happening, such a person never functions thereafter on the platform of cause and effect, because he has already gone beyond the cause and effect catch of the mind. Cause and effect is a catch of the mind. It is not reality. See? How it is a catch of the mind? I'll give an example to make this point. This happened in US many years before. I was in Pittsburgh and one lady was driving me. And like this, simple lungi and shirt. It was a warm day. And suddenly it started snowfall and the temperature has fallen down like hell. And I had no warm clothes on me. And she always used to have her warm clothes in her car. So she said, Swamiji, let us go to a shop. We went to a shop and bought shoes and the socks and the long johns and the sweater and the overcoat and the cap. It was so cold. And we drove home. And when we drove home, her two daughters, very sweet, like Ashwin's, small ones, they say, hey Swami, you are looking damn cute. I said, sorry, I don't look, I am. And then they say, Mom bought it for you? I said, no, my Krishna bought it for me. Oh Swamiji, why do you bring God in between? I said, let me get in, I'll tell you. Okay. And then we got in, I changed, sat near the fireplace, food was given, we were eating and enjoying. Then they said, now tell, why didn't you accept that my mom gave it to you? I said, look here, when I function, my attention is all the time on my mind. See, like any artist or any person who is doing any job, his attention is on his instrument. If you have seen the carpenter, when they are cutting something, now and then their attention goes, whether the blades are proper, they require sharpening. If you go to a barber, his attention is now and then he does like this, because that instrument must be perfect. In the same manner, when we are interacting with the world, our attention has to be on this instrument called as mind. Now what is that we have to see? I said, look here. This time, these things were given to me by your mother. Then what will be my interaction? My interaction will be, oh, she is so nice because she gave me. There is no other reason. Second time she will give me, oh, she is always nice. Third time she will give me, she is really a good one. Next, I will be attached to her. And when we are attached to something or somebody, we start expectations developing. And when we start developing expectations, we are digging our own grave. Because one day or the other, the person is not able to help us as we were helped earlier. Immediately, that person becomes bad. Net result is, person remains the same, but our mind is spoiled. First, it was attached, now there is hatred. See, friends, Therefore, when we are interacting with the world, the most valuable thing in life is our mind. Is the mind getting a dent? Is the mind getting spoiled? Is the mind developing some wrong notions? That is the point of attraction. And in this manner, when we keep a vigilant eye on the quality of the mind before, during, and after anything we do, then we are really walking the spiritual path. See, if my glasses are yellow, what will be my perception? All of you are suffering from jaundice. Now, where is the jaundice? Is the jaundice in you? No. Is the jaundice in my eyes? No. It is through the medium through which I am seeing. In the same manner, when our mind is depressed and dejected, the world is horrible, the world is too much for me. Oh God, why me? God says, why not? These kinds of frustrations are only because that person has never taken care of the mind. See, those who are having the value of clean clothes, like we are all putting on clean clothes. Now when I know my clothes are very clean and neat, before sitting anywhere, will I not take care whether that place is clean or not? But if my clothes are like those boys who are working in the motor garage, how dirty their clothes are. They don't have to worry where they are sitting. On the contrary, when they sit in the chair runs away. No, I don't want this fellow. It's so dirty. In the same manner, if we have understood the value and the importance of the pure, clean, integrated mind, we will be all the time interacting with the world, but keeping our eye on the quality of the mind maintained or not. See, friends. Now see, when my attention is on my mind, I have no time for others. To make this point, I was having a children's camp many years before. These days I don't put on chandan here in the center.com because the skin here has become allergic. If I put anything here, it comes out like a volcano. So I can't put here, so I stop. Those days I used to put on. Now I wanted to tell the children this point, that when we become aware of our own shortcomings, we change ourselves. And those people who tell our shortcomings, they are our friends, they are not our enemies. Now how to tell the children? So all of them, about 250, 300 of them sitting, I came from my room, and while coming, what I did, instead of putting the chandan, the sandalwood paste here, I put it here. And I came seriously and sat down. Now all the children looking at me, instead of it is being here, it was here. They started laughing. I said, hey, come on, don't laugh, you have to study now. No more laughing, enough of it. And yet, somebody or the other can't hold. Because you look such a cartoon, instead of it here, it is over here. So again, and finally they blasted out. I said, hey, come on, I will join with you. Why are you laughing? What is the joke? Let me tell. Let me know, I will also laugh. One boy got up. He said, Swamiji, you have put your sandalwood paste here in place of here. Therefore, you are looking like a cartoon. Therefore, we are laughing. I said, now look here. When you told me that it is wrongly placed, what will I do? I will change it. I will remove it, is it not? Till such time, I did not know. This is the fault with me. Will I change myself? No. So when you told me, you laughed at me, you are my friends or enemies? See, friends. Therefore, these are the things to be worked upon on our mind. That anything which is going wrong with our mind must be corrected there and then. And for that, what is required is we have to be vigilant about the quality of our mind. See, your glasses are not seeing me. Those of you who have got glasses are not seeing. Your eyes are looking at me through the glasses, is it not? Otherwise, as a teacher, what can I do? Students, keep quiet, don't disturb. I am leaving my glasses here, they will keep an eye on you and I am going to the bathroom. No. So your glasses are not looking, through your glasses your eyes are looking, is it not? Your eyes are not looking. Through the eyes, you are looking at me. And who are you? This mind. You must have seen there are some people, when they sleep, they keep everything open. Eyes open, nose open, and mouth open. You must have seen. Some people sleep like that. So when they are sleeping with the eyes open like that, you ask them, 2 plus 2, how much? No reply. Because although the eyes are open, behind the eyes, the mind is not there. See, friends. So my lips are not